I'm Jennie Moench, and this is Custer, and we are the Creative Alliance, and this is the Creative Alliance Showcase.
And you might know us from our books, or maybe this, which would be cool too. We like having you guys come back and watch us every time.
Yep, we're on the flintunderground.org site.
Or if you're watching us on Comcast Public Access Channel 17. Either way, we're happy to have you.
Mondays at 6 o'clock.
Right. If you're not watching us on TV, then you should check us out online on flintunderground.org, because we have all the previous episodes as well as a ton of other content about what's going on downtown Flint, which you know you don't want to miss.
Art walks, collab nights, support your local
you
poets.
didn't even know what was going on.
Open mics.
Now, if you don't know, go ahead.
Nick is a poet. I want to talk about your books a little bit.
I don't want to talk about books.
He's a poet. You'll see him on the open mics too, spouting off his poetry, sometimes at Art Walk.
Sometimes.
A little bit of a street poet.
And Jennie, of course, is a published author. She has books online at
Warrior Publications.
You can get them on Amazon.
Flintunderground.org.
You can check them out at the Pages Bookstore. Jennie's all over the place.
And then I paint a little bit.
And then, what are we? Well, we're members of the Creative Alliance. And the Creative Alliance, if you don't know, is a group of artists and activists. We are painters, poets, organizers, dancers, actors, models, photographers, filmmakers, writers, DJs, musicians, designers, comedians, performers. Our mission is to organize events and activities to support art, culture, education, and our community. We want to encourage an atmosphere that makes people proud to live in Flint. If this sounds like an organization that you'd be interested in joining, we meet at 7 o'clock every Wednesday at Churchill's on Saginaw Street, except for, of course, our third Wednesday, which is coming up this week. We have a little open mic, open canvas down at Good Beats Cafe for our Creative Collab night.
And Grand Traverse and Flint.
And that's free, that's 7 to 10.
Oh, also too, what we need to talk about is with Flint Underground. Flint Underground is also Pauly Everett. If you've ever seen any of his artwork, this is one of his original shirts, and he has offered that anybody that first person to call this number gets a free shirt. And after that, if you're interested in buying a shirt, hey, give him a call anyway. These are really cool shirts.
They're cheap, right? They're only like $5.
$5? Really?
Yeah, they're only $5.
Only $5.
See how that works. They're really cool though. It's like a 3-color ink. Yeah.
And he made it himself. I mean, he looks pretty himself. So anyway.
So first person to call, that's your shows.
I bet I could get him to sign it for me.
I bet I could call right now and you had all you guys.
Yeah.
I love these live shows. So today our guests are going to be entertainer Nathan Kranzo, painter Sergio Korth, and of course lovely musicians Tara Amore. So it's going to be a cool day. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Want to go into the events real quick?
Yeah, why don't we talk about what's going on?
What's going on around town? Well, of course, we're at the local, so I'm going to start with the Flint Local 432. At the end of the 5th era, Friday, December 21st at 7 o'clock, we'll have Eyes for a Horse, We Are Royalty, before midnight, and 2 more to be announced. Check that out. Saturday, December 22nd, if we're all here still, 7 o'clock. Return of Kid Brother Collective with Lingua Franca reunion show featuring Steven from Empty Orchestra, who's like the original member. The Fencemen, which are ex-members of Small Brown Bike, Biddy Biddy Biddy. American Opera, and Empire, which I believe was once called I Was a Lonely State. More info, check it out. Call the local if you're interested. Actually, that Sunday, December 23rd, there's also a show at the local, 6 p.m. It is Building a Band Workshop number 3, recording and merch. If you guys are interested in figuring out what to do with your band, or you want to know more about merch recording, come to that at 6 o'clock at the local on the 23rd. Friday, December 28th at the local, 7 o'clock, Mark III Graphic Design Showcase is presenting Sadie Lee, which is a record release. I've had Sadie Lee on the show. One Blown Speaker, Champions of Breakfast, which are funny guys, The Loose Ties, The Marionetta, and more. So check that show out. Saturday, January 5th, just keep it going for the local. 7 p.m., Something Like Forever, Anna, the finale, Alaska, Whose Man Is Drowning, and more. Let's do something closer to home. The Churchill's Food and Spirits, December 27th, Thursday, is the Naughty or Nice Christmas Bash. Check that out, 9 p.m. Monday, December 31st, Flint Underground is presenting a New Year's Eve show. Masquerade Ball at Churchill's. It's going to be pretty cool. I know 2 Days playing, a bunch of other bands, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but cool stuff, cool stuff. Pauly's going to be there. One love.
And all downtown, actually, that New Year's night. You can also just go bar hopping.
Yeah, I think the DDA is going to have a show at all the bars downtown.
Yeah, they're going to have I'm supposed to have a beer tent. And something about they're going to show the ball dropping.
Something like that. There'll be live fireworks. They call it the Passport Pub Crawl, so check that out.
Yeah, but you could do that and go to Churchill's, you know what I mean?
You should go to Churchill's anyways.
Yeah, you should go to Churchill's for sure.
Okay. Well, that's all I got for the events. I'm sure there's more out there. If you guys want your events listed, you can just email Jennie at that email address right there, and we'll announce it for you next month.
Sure, and you know, the local 432, you gotta just check out their website because, and their Facebook site, because they're always having something going on, and I know that's just a little portion of what they're gonna be having on between now and
It's
that
like
show.
the remedy to everyone saying that shit's going on.
Yeah,
something's going on.
something, a lot of stuff.
But speaking of the local, now that we're here, our costs are way down. And kind of gives everyone an opportunity to be an underwriter for our show. So for only $10, you too could have a really cool, like 30-second spot played twice in the next episode.
If you had a little commercial or something, like a 1-minute commercial or a 30-second commercial, it's 1 minute, we play it once, it's 30 seconds, we play it twice, and it's only $10.
Only $10 for
yeah,
it.
and we're all up to bartering too, so who knows, we can arrange something. So
let's check out the underwriters for the show.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. It is a showcase for local authors and artists. Please visit Page's during the Second Friday Art Walk in downtown Flint.
stressed? Well, get out of the mainstream and go on a quest, a Johnny Panther quest. Offering tranquil adventures through the Everglades of Michigan by boat, romantic escapes, wildlife, birding. Travel 18,000 acres of twisting river and marshlands. Witness nature, see eagles, deer, beaver in their natural environment, and enjoy breathtaking sunsets. Right here in Michigan. Tours leave from Flint and Saginaw. Rated a gem attraction by AAA. Call Johnny Panther Quests at 810-653-3859. We're back from commercials. Yeah.
We got our next guest here. Welcome. We got Nathan Kranzo.
I just magically appeared.
Yeah.
Poof. Well, that's kind of your thing. You're a comedian, magician.
It is.
And you performed all over the world, huh? You performed in Japan.
I have performed in Europe and Japan, and I've been lucky to go all over the place just because I can do, weird stuff. And I can make people laugh. And
Is
kind of,
that like the universal language?
yeah, because in Japan I had a translator. I've had translators quite a few times when I perform. And if you're telling things that are supposed to be funny, and there's like a delay, and then so like you tell the joke and there's like a couple seconds and they laugh later, or they don't laugh at all, because it doesn't translate.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But the magic doesn't matter, because if you make a deck of cards cut by itself without touching it, it's just that's visual, and you don't have to understand anything.
You can do that?
Sometimes.
Cool.
The energy's kind of weird right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll try.
Yeah.
I just happen to have a deck of cards. I think.
Let's see.
Imagine that magic boy has a deck of cards.
Out of this pocket.
Do you guys want to see what, or were you
Yeah,
just
let's
saying?
see it.
Well, you have to say yes now. That would be weird if you're like, no.
That's all right.
I'll see you guys later.
No.
Well, I'll show you. They're all different because it's kind of important. If you think I've got like trick cards or something, it's not as cool. But they're all different cards. I'm not playing with a full deck, but you probably picked up on that by now. I'll just have you pick, but you'll be the lovely assistant. And usually I turn around, so you show the camera. I'll turn my head.
Do you want me to look at it?
Yeah, show the camera. You can show the audience, the three people.
You want to see it?
The 300 people I meet in the audience.
Roaring audience.
Sometimes I turn back around and everybody's gone. It's like, nah, magic boy. What are you going to do now? Well, I'll let the cards fall from hand to hand here, and I'll just let you say stop whenever you want, Jennie.
Stop.
Right there. Let me shove them back in. Perfect. It's a little bit lower than half, but I won't disturb it all the way where it is. And usually I would set them on like a table or something, but I'm just going to set them right on the floor.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that cool with the camera? You can get that on the floor?
Yeah, I think we can get it.
Is that good? Can you see it there? All right. I just wanted to make sure we get it in frame here. See if I can get these to sit just right. I don't know if this is going to work. I'll give it a shot. Try again.
Oh my God, how are you doing that? Oh wow. That is so weird.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite tricks because even if you find the wrong card, it's still really cool. Let's make sure we got the right one. Was it the Jack Diamond?
Yes, show the camera. Oh.
Bam! Thank you. Yeah. Little trickle clap. Thank you.
We're just so
That
astounded.
was so
That was like
wild.
some
I mean-
Christine shit. We were like levitating.
Yeah, really. I mean, we were just sitting there, honestly. There was no tricks with the camera there.
I know. I can't talk anymore. I have to rest.
Oh, your psychic energy has been expanded.
So how long have you been doing magic?
I started when I was about 15 or 16. I had a magic kit when I was a kid, like around 5 or 6. I think a lot of kids got a magic kit when they were a kid. I didn't really understand it. I was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. When I was a teenager, I saw Flushing Fair every year downtown, like a lot of these little suburbs that have a little fun fair, you know. And there was a couple magicians there, and it was the first time I had seen, face to face, live, right in front of me, because I'd seen like Copperfield
Yeah.
on TV, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, but that's on TV. But I saw these guys right in front of my face, making stuff disappear. And I was like, what's going on? You know, if I could do that, I could get a girlfriend.
Yeah. They want a beer.
And it turns out I was wrong, but it's still cool. So I learned it, and then I eventually just did magic for a long time before I ever actually performed it for people. I just kind of thought it was cool to learn, and I would like do it in front of the mirror, mainly for myself. And then eventually I started showing people, and then
So you're really more of an illusionist?
I guess it depends on how you think about it. There's kind of like an illusionist would be someone who performs illusions. So I guess exactly that's perfect.
And
That
magician
was.
cast spells? Or?
And then within the realm of magicians, we have like our own terms. Like if you said an illusionist to a magician, we think of that as someone who performs stage illusions, like more of like Copperfield, who's got like just this big stuff that he pulls around. Whereas like David Blaine isn't really a stage illusionist; he's more of a close-up illusionist. I guess if you want to categorize it like that. But yeah, there's all these different like subsets. Like I'm considered like a stand-up comedy magician because that's my main thing that I do. And then there's guys that mainly just do close-up. They'll never ever get up on a stage ever. They just do one-on-one magic or like on the street or hanging out. You know?
Do you prefer the comedy aspect, or have you tried the like?
Well, I did just magic for a while, and it just kind of crept in accidentally because I just would screw up a trick or something, and people would laugh.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
Just play it out.
the first few times it was an accident, and then I tried to do it on purpose, and it worked out. And eventually, I started to take classes on writing and doing improv and doing open mics, and eventually doing feature spots and then headlining.
What is this about Penn and Teller?
About 4 or 5 years ago, I worked with them on an NBC special. They were looking for specifically magic tricks that involved the beach or like the ocean or the sand, because they were doing their whole special in the Bahamas. And I sent them a couple things. One that was with a bucket of sand and a stick, where the stick wrote a name in the sand. And another one where you took off your watch and moved your tan line. And that was what they wanted, and they used that on the special. So that was, I got my name in the credits.
Were you there with them?
I didn't get to go, but I got to work with them. They flew me out to Vegas, and I worked with them.
That's good.
So I get to work with them.
So you get to meet them?
And now, anytime anybody goes out to Vegas, all you have to do is just call me, and I can hook you up with Penn and Teller tickets. But I don't ever go, so I don't ever get to go. But like everybody in my family is gone the last couple of years. I'm like, I haven't seen the show. This is embarrassing. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And how did you end up working in Europe and?
Well, the thing that started off my kind of magic career was I had published some things. I got really lucky, and I started to write for an online journal of magic. And that got popular, and I started to publish some things through that. And then I got published in some magazines, and then eventually a couple of books. And through that, I got asked to do some lectures, and that just kind of snowballed. I did lectures around the Midwest and then around the country, and then from there just went to Europe and Asia.
Do you have like an honorary doctorate in magic?
I wish. There unfortunately isn't really like, there is a couple of schools of magic, but they're not really, you know.
Hogwarts. did these bits that you do then are original? I mean, you made them up like.
Most of them are. Some of them are classics. Like the cutting the deck was created by a magician about 100 years ago named Al Baker. So it's kind of like a classic effect that a lot of magicians will perform. But I try to put my own, you know, spin on it if I do something with somebody else. It's kind of like a, you know, a song or something like that. If you do a classic song, you know, do it your own way.
Do you have like regional specific jokes, like maybe in Flint or Detroit?
For sure.
Pipes out
Yeah.
someone's house real quick?
Yeah, like, you know, statistically speaking, one of us will get stabbed before we leave tonight. So.
Like,
I love you all.
It's
It's just, it's sad.
do you feel the need to cause that to be accurate if nobody gets stabbed? I just wonder, you know.
Just in case I am.
Yeah.
I am armed in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Because I want the math to be right. Yeah.
Yes. Well, like, you know, the thing I was getting at is that it sounds to me almost like kind of like a scientific thing that you're doing, if you're actually creating them.
Well, the magic side and the kind of, because I do like stuff that would be considered like mind reading or ESP, and I'll be honest and say I don't have any, you know, special abilities that you or, you know, anybody in this room doesn't have. I think I've just done a lot of interaction with people, so I'm very aware of social dynamics, and I understand how people think, and I understand psychology.
That's what I was going to say, psychology.
No more than anybody else would. I've just, you know, figured out how to manipulate it and make it look like magic.
Well, then besides doing magic for all those years, what is your background that would make you excel so much in this area?
Well, I don't really know per se. I was at a young age involved a lot in music, and I think that helped me. I don't know if it specifically helped me with psychology, but it helped me a lot with just being a good student and learning and practicing, rehearsal, and understanding that you can improve a lot.
Work ethic.
Work, yeah. And understanding dynamics and timing and phrasing and things like that, and tempo helps a lot with performing. So that transfers over a lot too. And then I actually went to school for industrial design for like special effects, makeup. And,
Yeah, it's what I read. I remember reading that now.
so it's not really the same thing, but I mean, it's kind of, you know, creating an illusion. Special effects is an illusion, of course. So.
Yeah.
Well, you sell your own illusions, right?
Yeah, I have basically instructional DVDs. I do sell like some specific like prop type things, but mostly it's information, like DVDs. So you can watch a DVD, and they're things that I've kind of created, or either created or kind of refined to make them different or better.
You tell the secret.
I divulge the secret.
Have you seen any practice, like more specific moves?
Yeah, that's what's weird, because now we have YouTube and you can see a lot of really bad magic, you know, whereas before you would never really see much bad magic, because if there was a bad magician, you wouldn't get hired much, you know, it was just not have like a bad musician, just
Get their stuff up.
Yeah, but now anybody can just throw it on YouTube, and that's almost as bad as somebody exposing it as someone performing it badly and exposing it.
Is there like a secret, like unsaid thing amongst musicians?
Yeah, there kind of is, and there used to be a lot more strength to that. But because of technology, there's not really a good way to keep secrets like there used to be, because information spreads so quickly, and people can Google shit in the middle of my show. Like, oh, I know how you just did that. And then it's really hard to
Make you mad.
it doesn't,
Did you ever
well,
stab
it's
anybody over?
frustrating.
Oh.
Not stabbed, I mean, I punched him.
Oh, okay.
But it's just another thing. I can't, I'm a big, huge fan of technology, so I can't fight that aspect of it, because I myself love the fact that I can Google anything, so I just have to embrace it and just create new stuff that they don't know.
Makes you work
Can't
harder.
Google. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, so you're constantly trying to think of a new thing or the next
Exactly.
thing.
And that keeps you creative.
How much time do you spend doing that?
I'm always kind of thinking, you know, there might be something that I'm thinking about for years. Like it's a trick that I've been doing for a long time that I'm just constantly tinkering with, or a premise, like a comedy premise that I thought of that I haven't performed for a live audience, but I've been keeping in the back of my head and just kind of refining it and figuring out how to make it funnier. But then other times I'll just think of something on the spot, you know.
Sure. Get something new to show us.
Sure.
It'll be show us.
I just, well, let's do
Do
this.
it.
Since we have the cards here.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to bore you guys with cards tricks, but you can see once again they're all different. We talked about that already, but Would you mind? I had her get the card picker before, so we'll let you do that. And if you don't want that card that you take, you can exchange it for another one because there are some people who think that I'm making you take the card. I promise it with a monitor. Oh, we don't have a monitor.
Yeah, we have the camera.
No, it's important because there's a couple of things that can happen like in a day from now or even 10 minutes. You can be like, oh, you know what? I should just exchange the card because you made me take that card. But if you're happy, we're good.
All right.
You're good?
All right.
Because there's the opposite psychology. Some people think, well, maybe he wants me to.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. Maybe he forgot that card.
So you never know what's going to happen. But I just wanted to make sure that you think it's a free choice because that's important for it to be an impossible thing. So if I were to pull out a piece of paper that said, you chose the 2 of hearts or whatever the card is, that'd be pretty cool. But I've done that.
You're fishing too, aren't you? And it wasn't.
I've done that, and people will say that I'm either fishing or, oh, you've just got a bunch of pieces of paper, stashed all over the place. Because it wouldn't be possible. So what I did is I had, because Jennie got a hold of me about a month or so ago, and I thought I want to do something really cool. I made a prediction in the Flint journal. I put it in thousands of pieces of paper, so there's no way you could accuse me of being a cheat or a liar. And I have in the back, let me see here. Back in the want-ads, if you look, I even circled it. You can read it for the camera there.
Oh shit. Personals. I believe the card you are thinking of is the 5 of spades.
Is that right there?
Or was it the meat sex symbols?
I saw that. I thought that was funny.
Circled both. So
I know, I circled both of them just to see.
That was the card.
Okay. Because everyone's
Just make sure there's not personals for you.
there's personals all over the
Thank you for showing that up in front of you.
There's 52 different personals. That would be funny too. I never thought about that.
You get it?
No, I'm going
It
to keep
keeps
psychology how you got into that card.
It keeps recurring because that card pops up all the time. Literally, if I have somebody pick a card, like I had somebody, I was on a news or a radio show, and I had someone call in and name a card, and they named the 5 of spades.
Is that the most common?
It's just the Ace of Spades. There's actually like a rundown. It's like the Ace of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, and then it goes to the Jacks, and then it takes a while to get to a number.
I had like some hippy dippy chick over the summer read my tarot cards to her deck, and she picked the 5 of spades.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, that's why I was like,
Okay, you heard it here. It's weird. It's coming full circle.
Yeah, or
I think we
he's
should
just-
do like.
Or he's just
go
making
by
it up. I don't know.
There's in the personals too.
Okay. Okay, great. Oh, so that was really cool.
Souvenir for you.
I can keep this?
Yeah.
And this was a current, I was looking at the date on this paper.
I did it like right after.
November 29th, 2012. Yes, I mean, that's like not that long ago.
Now, what if I put that card back?
It would have sucked. I would have been like, you want to see it? What was that behind your ear? Well, thanks for having me out, man. I never had the pleasure of coming up here. I've had friends come up over here to see shows. So.
Yeah, well, this is not so much a show space. This
Right.
is kind of like our show space, the attic.
Yeah,
It's a
they,
little loft space.
I like my loft space. I think that we should do some like comedy shows.
I think
Yeah,
we should do some
that'd be great.
underground, like collaborative comedy shows.
I'm into the like sideshow thing too. Like I know people that like eat glass and like do that type of stuff. I think it'd be cool
Yeah.
to do a
Yeah.
variety show.
yeah. Well, we
Make it
had,
family friendly with the glass heaters and everything.
Yeah, totally.
well, or we, yeah.
Fire walkers, I don't know if we have to do that outside, but I've always wanted to do that. I have a couple friends that do the fire walking thing.
Wow, we could. We'd have a circus.
I've done the glass. My buddy like laid out all the glass and he like told me how to do it. It was pretty intense.
You do it.
It's
How do you do it?
honestly, you just kind of have to believe, man. And it's really there's scientific things going on about why your feet aren't getting punctured and things like that. But there's I think a little bit of mentality to it too. Whereas if you're thinking you're going to get cut, you'll probably get cut. Kind of like the coals. If you think you're going to get burned, you'll probably get burned.
Huh.
I don't know. I think there's a lot to the.
It'd be a really cool trick if you had a little bottle in your pocket. You could just crush it up real quick and show us that. Glass eating skill.
And eating, I do not do the glass eating, but I'm a fan of it. I do the, and that would be weird, I don't have a nail, but I do the blockhead. Have you ever seen that?
You can get a nail,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you don't do that, do you really?
We can do that.
Okay, well, I did make them comfortable.
So you
but
have a
whatever.
show coming up too, right?
Yeah, the show is going to be right a block away, which is pretty cool, at Churchill's January 18th, there will be several other comedians and myself. It'll be kind of a variety show because we'll have music and magic and comedy. And maybe even some live art. We talked about maybe doing that, so that would be even better because that's just another piece of art. So, it'll be myself. I usually do a feature spot because if I headline every time, that would be boring. So I like to share the love. So the headliner is Jeff Curry. He's a great comedian from Chicago. He's based out of the Flint area. He lives in Chicago now, so he's coming back to do the show. And then Tommy Thompson, who's from Clyde. He's a great buddy of mine, great comedian. I'm trying to blank now on everybody who's going to be there. But there'll be 2 other comedians as well myself. So 5 entertainers plus live music that plays after the comedians throughout the rest of the night. So it's a fun night. And alcohol.
Alcohol is always nice.
Which is a bonus.
You said that's on the 18th?
January 18th, which is a Friday, and it starts at 9:30, and it's only $5, so it's
$5, yeah, for sure.
It's like $1 a person. So even if one guy's stuck, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, and we have a clip of you also, too, if you want to play.
That's probably
Are you
better
ready?
than
Was there
mine.
anything else that you wanted
No,
to
the
talk
clip's
about?
probably better than
I don't know. What you just did was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah,
Ready?
let's do the clip.
Let's go.
Thanks for coming on.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Let's check it out.
Awesome. You're going to enjoy your headliner. This guy has traveled and performed all across the nation, including Asia and Europe. He was also a consultant for Penn and Teller on their NBC show. Please give it up for Nathan Kranzo, everybody!
Give a big round of applause for headliner Nathan!
Let's give a huge round of applause now and welcome on stage my long-term friend and partner, the wonderful Mr. Nathan Kranzo! Thank you very much!
Thank you very much. Keep it going for Darnell. And our feature Mike, awesome guy. Welcome to Cultural Diversity Night here at Holly Hotel. The black guy, the Asian dude, now the white boy. Woo! I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to not be in Flint. That should be your guys' motto, Holly. At least we're not Flint. I can say, my wife and I are very much in love with this chick we met on Facebook. Yeah, she likes the hole in the hole, so it gets kind of weird. Look for the ones that are giggling, those are the ones. I came home one day and it was weird, there was a little paper heart on the refrigerator. It was a Dear John letter.
And when I read the letter, it tore my heart in 2. Thank you. I didn't have to cue you guys. We had some hot times. Woo! I often wish I could restore what we had with a little bit of magic. I can.
Thank you! Thank you, I'm a comedy magician. When you're laughing, that's the comedy. When you're not, that's the magic.
Then I'm reminded of the sound of her voice.
Thank you. Works every time. It's cheaper than therapy, too. I wanted to share with you one of the first tricks I ever created when I was a little kid. This is one of the things I was very proud of. It's not really so much a magic trick, but it is a trick. It looks like a Sharpie, but if you open it up, not really. Look inside, there is a joint. Hey! Ta-da! Mom never found that. And if you ever get caught with this and you get pulled over, this is not a real joint, this is a decoy joint. It's what I call the emergency joint. You just say, officer, just think about what you like the most and just concentrate. Look into the pretty, look into the flames. Oh, look, a donut, officer. You like donuts, don't you? Run along now. Go fight some actual crime. Let me get high by myself.
It's a vegetable, just so, name a vegetable, Marcel.
Broccoli.
Man, that would have been cool if you said carrot, man. All right, this is like baseball. We get 3 strikes. It's okay. We're just warming up. You don't feel. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. And there's no wrong answer. So it's just you and me, our minds together. Marcel, we're going to give you another shot here. That was strike 1. Just kind of like teeter-tottering here. I'm going to give you another hint. It's still a vegetable. Name another vegetable.
Carrot.
All right, let's hear it for Marcel. Even the cheap seats in the back, they're like, holy shit, Marcel! Now that we've established that psychic abilities are possible, move on. I sense there's still some skeptics among us. There's still some skeptics, so let's try this. Let's see this. What is your name, sir? Wait, don't tell me, just think about it. Is it Mark?
Yes.
Oh, Steve! They'll shut up the skeptics in the back. So, don't tell me your name, sir. Is your name Steven?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, 2 for 2!
Yeah!
Eventually somebody's gonna just not be nice. Alright, we'll try this. I'm gonna try to send somebody the thought of a card. I've got a deck of, I just happen to have a deck of cards on me. Imagine that. Magic points.
And I'll send it to someone. Man, I'm going to send you the color, okay? Just, you know, when I snap my fingers, whatever color pops into your head, man, just blurt it out loud. Now. Excellent! You see how this is getting weird? Coincidences are abound. Absolutely free choice. Whatever pops into your head. Now, the King of Diamonds? Would you be impressed if I actually had the King of Diamonds in this box? Inside this box is one King of Diamonds. I put it in a spot where no one would probably look or tamper with it. I put it down here. I'm going in. Well, it is your card, so technically. I got a birthday coming up. So it was a diamond, right? Feels like a club. Peep show. Don't worry, you know what? I don't know where I've been, so I've got, I'm wearing a tong. I'm wearing a tong. One card in my crotch. If that's the King of Diamonds, that'd be pretty freaking amazing, you have to admit. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. The King of Diamonds in my crotch. A souvenir from my lovely assistant. I love the way I smell. Something against them. Oh, thank you. I'm very talented. Now I'd like to choose a random audience member, and I've got a frisbee here to find a random audience member, so we'll use this. Way to go, way to go. Who got it? Oh, you got it! Look at that, it's how convenient right here, just so close and everything. What is your name, ma'am?
Valerie.
Valerie, that's correct. Valerie, we're going to try this. A little psychic experiment here.
Now, what is your name? I forgot to ask your name.
Christy.
Christy or Christy?
T.
T, with a T. Christy has been so nice to take off her ring. I'm going to do a little chore for her. I'm going to make her a ring nice and shiny. It looks very nice. I'll be very careful with it. Is this engagement or wedding ring? Something? Oh, buff that out. I can buff that out. I'm sorry about this. I'll put your initials in there so that way if you ever lose them. It's kind of hard to whip that C around. I feel kind of bad about this, so we'll just get her a brand new ring. It's just an old gag. You just switch the ring for a quarter and then you throw the ring. I've got your... Holy shit, did you guys see that? I've got a backup plan. I've got a much bigger ring. An old party gift for you, Christy. No. We've got to make good with this. Plus, Josh looks like he's going to whip my ass. Somewhere. We'll just light the magic paper. Usually you just light the magic paper and make a wish. So I'll share. Oh, no, it's just a big fat joint. Now that won't bring your ring back, but if you take it out in the parking lot, Christy, and fire it up, you won't fucking care. right, no. I gotta make good on this. I will give you your ring back. How cool is that? All right, we're there.
Just gonna give it a little twist, open this up really slow so you can see, look inside there. This is not sleight of hand. There's a ring inside. That's your ring! Go ahead, pull it out. Let's give a big round of applause for Christy. Thank you so much. It's just the night shirt. Little souvenir for you. Here's a wet nap.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. Woo! You guys want to see one more?
Yeah!
Woo!
I love the magic and the mixture of magic and comedian and stuff. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Yes. Well, maybe I've seen it, but not as well as he does.
So here's our next guest. We have Sergio.
Sergio.
Welcome.
Now, Sergio, I've noticed you at Art Walk. I think I've seen you before then. I know you're a portrait artist. I saw you work on display at the November Art Walk at the Oak Loft, if anybody wants to look at video. Then you are also a brilliant portrait artist from your Burton. You are from Burton, and you went to school here in Flint, though, right?
Yeah.
And you brought some of your artwork for us to look at?
I did, yeah.
Great. Great. So, how long have you been painting?
How long have I been painting? Actually, I haven't been painting that long, just maybe about 4 years, probably, at the most. No, I've been painting murals, but like, I just don't consider that painting. I just wanted stuff that I wanted to do.
What kind of murals?
It was just mostly like for this park, you know. They just told me to paint like wildlife kind of scenes. I just painted whatever they told me to do, but I wouldn't consider that, you know, like.
Was it with a brush?
Yeah.
Oh, what part?
Outdoor adventures in Davidson.
Cool. So what, you don't consider that something you wanted to necessarily, it's not like out of your passions?
Right, yeah.
What's your passions?
I just like, kind of like, you know, like you saw my paintings, just like people really. Like, and also I don't like, I won't say I don't like, but I mean like, I don't paint the kind of things where people look at and like, ask themselves, what does this mean? You know, what's the meaning behind that? I just like painting things where you know, just look at it, you know? Like you don't look at like a tree or anything and ask yourself what's it mean, you kind of just look at it as a whole thing. And that's kind of like what my paintings do.
Well, they're very realistic. I mean, the people look like the people. I mean, I noticed I met someone that you had painted, and it looked just like him. I mean, you know, you do a really good job of capturing the person's the face and also the expression. I noticed. Well, you want to talk about some of your paintings here? Let's look at some of them. Like the first one here we have.
Just put that up on the screen.
Now, I noticed the lighting in this one was really cool. It's like, is that one of the things that, a lot of your paintings are dark, the light hitting the figure?
Yeah.
Is that something you just enjoy doing, or?
It's something I'm trying to experiment with right now. You know, like a lot, just the contrast between the light and the dark. And, because, you know, on that painting specifically, her name's Stephanie, the front of her face really pops out, but then there's like that darkness, it puts that eeriness to it. And, you know, that expression on her face, you know, it's like kind of like a little, it's like the Mona Lisa smile, you know, you don't know what it means.
Well, it also has to look very three-dimensional. You know, it really pops out. And the next one, this is the person that I met. What was his name?
His name was Steve.
Steve. And I love the expression. I mean, it's almost like, you know, it's such a lot of, is that another thing that you enjoy doing? I mean, okay, what makes you want to paint someone? What is it?
Well, there's a funny story behind the Stephanie one. I kind of was at one of the art walks, and I had a lot of wine, and I just saw her, and I was like, man, you should let me paint you one time. And
Well, that's a great pickup line too. Isn't
yeah,
it?
ladies love it. And so that's how that one happened. And then Steven, he just thought it'd be really funny just to have a really big portrait of himself. So I said, that would be really funny. So I just did that for him. It's cool. Yeah.
Do you paint from a photograph or do you take a photograph?
Yeah, I like taking out photographs.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of artists do. That's what I was painting from. It's hard to, it's weird to sit still that one, especially with that kind of expression on the face. That would be really tough. But you do use oil paints, though, right? Isn't that your main medium? And you use a brush usually. You don't do anything with like spray paint or anything like that.
No, not spray.
Or airbrush.
I haven't tried it there really. No.
Because some of your stuff looks almost like it could be a little bit of airbrush or something, but I wasn't sure. You want to get the third one? And this one's interesting, I think, because you cut their head off. I mean, you just got their body, and their body is very expressive when you know when they're holding their jaw. And again, that dark and the light, it looks so three-dimensional.
That one, pretty much I just wanted to do something where you can't see the face because the thought of it just could be anybody, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, there's no meaning behind it. You know, just look at it, it can be anybody.
I think that you really have an eye for the composition, and that you don't even realize it yourself. You know, like I think you cut yourself short. You know, I think you really do have an eye though for the composition. That's why your paintings are interesting too. And then the next one. Now that one just makes me smile. Whenever you see that, that one just makes you smile. But again, you can see the bright light on one side of her face and then the dark contrast on the other.
It's reflecting through the
Yes, that's cool too.
Yeah, that was my pop art phase. That's where I just kind of experimented with color a lot. And you can kind of see where I transitioned into the whole dark feel. You know, there's a lot of darks in there, but at the same time there's a lot of color.
And the next one, now that, did you start out with a photograph and then you added your own background? What's the story?
I started out with a photograph.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
You did not flatter yourself though, you really didn't. I think
No.
you probably looking at that, but anyway.
And the story behind that is there's this movie, Pauly with a Cool Hand Luke, and it kind of had these vibrations behind it. It almost looked like it was moving. So I just thought that was really cool. So I thought, you know, I can incorporate that in one of my paintings. So I did. And I started using my face for it. So it's kind of like an homage.
Sounds fancy. And then the last one? Is that someone you know?
That's my dad, actually.
Okay, I wondered if that was somebody that was close to you. I just had a feeling that it was somebody that you felt close to.
Yeah, that one's real personal to me because it's we were at Haleburger and
recognized it downtown. Downtown Flint.
And he was just telling me the stories because he grew up in Flint right here. He's an East Sider, and so he was telling me the stories of how he grew up, how everything's changed, you know. And I just thought it was pretty interesting, so I just decided to snap a photo. Because I guess behind that one there's a whole story. But, you know, you can put what you want to it.
I can definitely see the difference between maybe like the faded backgrounds of all the previous subjects and your father has. Kind of this nostalgia around you. You have these elements of the scenery that was really not in these little pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you do. You have a lot of detail in that.
A lot of these are more like you can guess fresh your experiences.
Yeah, like the focus is
the person's
involvement, right?
Well, like your focus here, your focal point is very much there. I mean, but you're also showing the history of Flint behind him. I mean, you're
It's
really...
kind of like what's associated with it. That's what he carries with him. That's very good.
It is cool.
So you got any shows coming up?
Well, I don't, not necessarily everything I have planned, but I'm just kind of one of those artists who just at the last minute jumps into stuff.
Sure. Well,
you should jump into an art walk.
I'm sure you could. You should just jump into the Churchill show we got at the 11th, and Pauly's doing it, the Flint Underground.
I'll be there.
Awesome. One more reason to come on out, everybody at home. Awesome, Sergio, Korth.
And what's, somebody want to find you, do you do commission work?
I do commission work, yeah. If anybody wants
Sure.
I'm more than happy to do it.
So mostly Facebook? Is that how
Yeah,
you find
Facebook
you?
would be the best way to find me.
Okay, and so we'll just put your name at the bottom of the screen here to make sure people know the spelling of it.
Okay.
And they would find you, and I don't know if there's anybody else with your name that's in the area that I know.
Probably not in a 5-mile radius, so.
Yeah, so if they saw your name and saw the person was from Flint, then they would know that was you, and they could get hold of you that way.
And how big are those canvases that you saw?
One of my friends, Steven, that one's 3 by 4 feet. I think the pop bar one, that one's about 24 by 36 inches.
So most of those are like life size.
Yeah.
Are you an art student?
I'm an art student, yeah. I'm actually an art education student with a minor in fine art. But I think sometime I'll eventually get my master's.
Cool. So you like to teach art?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe we'll see you using different mediums now too.
Yeah, I hope so.
You can get going. Some like artists always do that, you know, like it's whatever, if you're an artist, your medium is, you know, whatever in your hands. So, okay. Anything else in the house?
No, thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
Thanks for being
Thanks for doing
on.
it.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to see new art like this.
Yeah.
Everyone at home?
Yeah.
Better appreciation for what Flint has to offer.
Absolutely. You know, there's artists everywhere. You just gotta find them.
Thanks a lot for coming on.
Yep.
And you wanna introduce our commercials? We have underwriters, and we have a couple of them.
Yeah, so let's just swing back into those.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. It is a showcase for local authors and artists. Please visit Page's during the second Friday Art Walk in downtown Flint.
And we're back. And remember, you can be an underwriter too. It's only a $10 donation to the Creative Alliance. You'll be helping pay for this program as well as promoting yourself with the help of Flint's coolest grassroots organization. So we're back here with Tara Amore. Welcome, guys. We've got Brian Castle and Deanna Woods, local Flint musicians.
Yep.
So how long have you guys been together?
Well, we've known each other since middle school.
Okay.
So almost 20 damn years.
Wow. Wow. Making music since then? Or?
Yeah, we've been jamming for quite a while. We had a little period in between. You know, I moved out of state and he was in college, but just about 4 years ago or so we got back together.
Cool.
Started doing some jazz fusion type of thing.
Okay.
Ended up progressing into Tara Amore.
Yeah, and then, you know, for a little while we were playing, like, doing one of my old projects, and then we started working together, writing our own stuff, and so this incarnation of the group is probably only about a year old.
Very cool. And what's different of this incarnation than the last time?
My old stuff was, I mean, it was electronic beat driven, but it was more metal, like more like doom metal or like crust punk. This is a little more diverse.
Cool. Well, do you guys see a through line from like the jazz fusion to the crust punk to the dubstep? Is it all kind of?
It's I'll tell you what, it's kind of like a Shaolin monk in training.
Okay.
I think we spent a lot of time just honing the skills, and now we know exactly what we want to do with it, and we're here to show everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you ever seen the movie The 36 Chambers, like, you know, he made it through all 35 chambers, and then when he was the top of his game, they asked him what he wanted to do, and that's when he created the 36th chamber to bring the Shaolin monks to the people. And that's when he left the temple and went out in the world.
That's what's up.
So we're on the journey now.
So you're on the 35th or 36th?
We are the
chamber?
36th
You are
chamber.
the 36th chamber, cool.
So, where's the name come from?
It just sounded cool.
It does sound cool.
Tara Amore.
As most band names get, you know.
It just sounds cool. At first it was kind of like, I don't know, maybe like a mafia thing, Tara Amore, like Love with a Bullet.
That's cool.
But yeah.
So how many CDs you guys got out?
We got our first album, Gird Your Cronax, which we released over the summer, and we've been playing in support of that for a few months now. We've got our EP that we just released, Extinction. This is one that's coming right down the pike. And then with the help of some other musicians, like some of the other musicians we've been playing shows with, we have a remix album as well that's 8 tracks. All of these are available online at Bandcamp, and obviously we sell these CDs at the shows all the time too.
And then you guys make your own CDs, correct? You have your own
I have these done by a manufacturer, but all the art and everything,
all the recording, everything.
Production is all done in-house.
Awesome.
We have our own studio.
Graphics artists, both of you?
Yeah, we do a little bit of it all. We're a modern day Renaissance man, I guess.
Well, and you have really creative Facebook.
I certainly
prefer.
So yeah, on our Facebook it has the link to everything, the SoundClouds, the Bandcamps, even our CD manufacturer and our label, Live Flats Production.
Yep.
All from the Facebook page can be connected.
Cool.
Yep. Admittedly, I gotta hit the bricks and do a little update work pretty soon, but it's mostly there.
For sure. Now you guys are also promoting shows, like you're also running them. You got one coming up this week, right?
Yep, got one Friday, end of the 5th era, December 21st. We're gonna be at the Caregivers Union 420 over on Glenwood. We're putting on a big show to mark the end of the 5th era in the Mayan calendar, 4 How 3 Con Keen.
So how are you gonna celebrate that?
We're just going to have a big show. We got some great entertainment lined up. We're going to be headlining it. We've got Mr. Jellyfish coming out from Lansing to play. We've got Dr. Stryker coming up from Ann Arbor to play. We're going to have Jules and Johnny playing. We got skateboarding on the half pipe. And we're going to come up with some gladiator games that people can play for prizes.
Cool. Cool. What time does it all start?
We're going to open the doors at 8.
Okay. How much?
Probably get music going about 9 or so.
How much is it to get in?
$5 a head for the dudes and $3 for the ladies.
All right, cool. And so,
I was going to say, just what after that, though, because this will probably be coming out right around the same time that your show is, so are there some other shows lined up after that?
Yeah, as for things lined up, I think we're just being spontaneous at the moment.
Yeah, we tend to fly by the seat of our pants when it comes to booking, you know. I do know that we intend to take a little time out soon to work on a second album, where we can really dig in and get that studio feel going for a while, because we've been working consistently all this year playing shows. We've been gigging very regularly. I mean, we had 2 this month doing the band, and we had a DJ set last week.
that's cool.
So it'll be nice to maybe take a short break and really get some of that nice studio work in.
Sure. Are people really receptive to your sound around here?
Yeah, it's 50-50 it seems.
Yeah.
They either love us or hate us.
I think that's because there's not a lot of exposure necessarily?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've just been here and there, but as for how local bands go in the Flint area, I think we've actually been competing with some of the more popular bands, you know?
Yeah,
We're up to 2 to 3 shows a month. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've carved out a pretty good niche, and I mean, it seems like anytime you're trying to bring some new ideas onto the scene, there's always going to be a little bit of resistance, and then there are, of course, people that are very receptive, and we're working all around. We've had some really great shows, though.
So what are some of the themes you guys work with, or how do you come across making your songs? Or is that
Who influences you?
I mean, we got influences from everything musical, really, but my main inspirations, I guess, just kind of come to me from daily life or movies, video games, and yeah, I don't know, just kind of pops. The theme we went for 2012 because of the whole apocalypse and everything that everybody's talking about. So the past couple releases we had, Extinction DP included, we got the Mayan temple there, and we are 2 of the 9 gods that are returning on December 21st to rock out for you.
There you go.
But that's kind of what we did with the whole 2012 year. We played it as, we're an alien species from another galaxy coming to show the Earthlings how you would truly rock.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a can't miss, definitely. And of course, we got plenty of surprises in store for 2013, so I wouldn't want anyone to write us off as a one-trick pony. We got plenty of surprises in store for you.
Guys, you can leak out 2012, 2013?
We're going to stay pretty tight-lipped about what 2013 has to offer. I would just hope that everybody could soak up the output that we got from this year, because we certainly have a strong first album, a great EP, and the remix album is pretty crazy. And it's all easily accessible, so I'd certainly love for people to check it out. We're very grateful for the people that have come out to these shows and have been embracing this.
Yeah, Flint Underground has helped us out quite a bit since about midsummer or so when we started hooking up with everybody. Doing the art and the music thing, I think,
well, you guys
perfect
are so
combination.
creative. You're so creative. You are artists.
Yeah, a lot of people see just the music thing, but they might not realize, we do all the artwork, our own recording and all that.
You do things for other people too, is that?
We would like
We
to
are
work into
available.
that. Yes, yeah, we are available. If anybody needs, you know, an EP or anything like that recorded, we can definitely try to work something
Yeah,
out.
if you need someone that will tighten up your production game, or if you need a studio that will provide you a top-notch release at a low cost, Alkali Flats Production is available. Give me a call.
And we got that alkaliflatsproduction.com.
Okay, cool.
Anything else?
I would say that just you got the show coming up Friday. It's going to be great, and just go ahead and check out our releases if you like. We're absolutely grateful for the people that have come out, and we are grateful for the continued exposure and anyone who can embrace our sound. Thank you very much if you're watching.
Check out the Facebook because that'll be the quickest way to find out about an upcoming show or anything like that.
And give us a little idea what your first song is going to play.
The first song I believe is Hot Black is Back. It's based off Hot Black DeSoto, who is a galactic rock star in the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And yeah, he's in a rock band called Disaster Area, and their whole thing is, you know, if they're playing on a planet, everybody freaks out about it. They all love the band, but they play on like one of the 7 moons that orbits the planet because it's going to be so loud it'll literally crumble and crust apart on the planet. So this song is kind of based on Hot Black DeSoto. Hot Black is back. The galactic rock star is back. All 13.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's get into that.
All right.
Yeah, do it
Bye,
inside.
guys. Okay, ready?
I put a thing in the book.
to thank Tara Amore for an awesome job. I want to thank Nathan Kranzo for coming out. I want to thank Sergio for coming out. My name is Nick Custer. This is Jennie Moench. We are the Creative Alliance Showcase. Thank you for watching us. Peace out. Play us out, guys.
Yep, Plan 9. We got the barn burner fast one now.
It's a punk jam, Plan 9.
Thank you very much.